Hey guys, I'm back with a new video. In this video, we'll learn about generators in Python. So the main question that must come to our minds is, what is a generator? A generator is a function that can stop midway and then continue from where it stopped. In short, a generator appears to be a function, but it behaves like an iterator. And what it does is, it produces a sequence of values instead of a single value. Now before we see how we can create a generator in Python, let us first understand the differences between a generator function and a normal function. So a normal function follows the run to completion model. Once such a function gets invoked, it does its task by running the code defined within the code block and returns. Contrary to that, a generator function, as I told you, is a function that can generate a sequence of values. And the special thing about that is you can stop it midway and then continue from where it stopped. So it has this pause and resume effect that you can take advantage of in your code. A generator function also contains one or more yield statements. Now you must be wondering what this yield thing is all about. So let us understand this first. Now the yield keyword is something that gives the pause and resume effect to the generator function. Every time the generator function encounters a yield keyword, it returns the value specified right after it. To be precise, we say the generator yielded the value specified right after the yield keyword. Finally, when the function terminates, the stop iteration error is erased automatically on further invocations of the generator function. So now we know what a generator is and how it works. Let us see an example, and I will explain its concept line by line with code. So let us go back to Visual Studio Code and let us define a generator function that simply generates a series of values. So we'll pass a number to it and it will generate all the values till that number. So let's name that function as generator function. So def generator function, and this will receive a number, and for I in range n, so we'll go till n, and in each iteration we'll yield the current number. So yield I. Now let us create a generator object. For that we need to invoke our generator function that will spit out a generator object. Each time you call the next function on the generator object, the generator will generate a value. So creating a generator object, so generator object generator function, I'll pass on a value of 3 and let us generate these values. So next, pass on the generator object to this. So now if I run the file by navigating to the correct folder, so 35 python generators.py, you can see we got 0. Now let us invoke this multiple times to see what we get for subsequent invocations. So I'll copy this line and paste it down below 3 times. Let us again run the file. So now you can see we're getting the value 0, then we got 1, then 2, and then when I was 3, we didn't yield it anything because our condition was that I should be less than n, and n is 3, so 3 is not less than 3. So therefore this statement didn't run for I is equals to 3, so we didn't got 3 in the output. So you can see we got numbers from 0 to 2, which we told it to yield right inside the generator function. Once I was 3, it came out of the for loop and the generator stopped generating any more values and terminated right there. So on the last invocation you got the stop iteration error because the generator had no more values to generate. Also right inside the loop, the variable I that we were using is remembered after each successive call to the next function. So you can make a note of it that local variables and their states are remembered between successive calls. So this was all about the video on generators in Python, where we discussed what a generator is, how to implement a simple generator function that generates a series of values, what yield keyword does in generators, and the difference between a normal function and a generator function. So if you liked the video, do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends and colleagues. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to get the notification for all my upcoming uploads, and I will see you guys in the very next one.